Okay mga kamats, mga kaibigan, welcome back to another boxing match. Ngayon naman, ang mai-involve dito ay mga vloggers at mga social media personalities. Pakinggan na natin si Attorney Mark Tolentino, okay?
Boy, baba mo konti.
Sir, naka-green, sir, naka-green, sir.
Yan na, katabi ko. Kasama ko din si Atty. Rolex Supinco at lahat po ng mga concerned lawyers.
Okay?
File po tayo ngayon ng petition for indirect contempt
Bakit?
against Congressman Percival Sindanya. Second, Professor Richard Bidayan
Okay?
at yung best friend, I repeat, yung best friend ni Atty. Topacio, si Secretary Larry Gadon. Ang grounds po natin, for example, Percival Sindanya.
Actually, merong very interesting na sinabi dyan kay Larry Gadon eh. Hanapin ko lang baka ito.
Ferdinand Topacio, Larry Gadon.
Ito.
Larry Gadon! Larry!
Ang galing ni Topacio.
Sino nagsabi nun ha? Hindi ako.
Ayun bakit ganon? Bakit? Ang galing nun kasi very nuanced yung approach na yun. Kasi nga, pagka siya nagsabi ng Larry Gadon, yung sinabi ng crowd, pwede siyang ma-cyber libel kasi may publishing aspect or may kaso siya. But, ang ginawa niya, sinabi niya lang yung pangalan tapos sumigaw yung crowd, okay? Mind games ni Atty. Topacio yan kay Larry Gadon. And match naman sila kasi abogado din naman niyang si Larry Gadon. Now, ano po ba ang mga nangyari dito? Okay? Kasi, may ruling na kasi ang Supreme Court in relation dito sa, in relation dito sa, teka lang mali pa. May ruling na kasi ang Supreme Court dito na it's unconstitutional daw yung naging proseso ng pag-file kay VP Sara. So, binasura nila yung impeachment complaint. However, sinasabi ng Supreme Court, pagdating ng Feb 6, pwedeng-pwede kayong 2026, pwedeng-pwede pang mag-refile. Ito kasi yung kabuuan ng storya. Now, ako, tinanggap ko na yan as someone na gustong matuloy yung impeachment. Hindi, wala naman ako magagawa dahil Supreme Court yan. Pero may mga lawyers, katulad ni Fiscal EJ, halimbawa, na who respectfully dissent to the opinion of the Supreme Court. And sinasabi nga nila is that meron daw judicial overreach. Now, there are some people na kiniklaim nito mga nagreklamo sa kanila who actually overstepped the boundaries of freedom of speech and expression. Na iisa-isahin natin yan. And kayo magde-decide, sa tingin nyo ba si Professor Richard Haydarian ay nag-overreach? Kasi ito yung unang-unang most likely inano sa kanya Kasi ito yung pinaka-viral Pakinggan natin.
I think we may be heading into a very dangerous era whereby basically the authority of multiple institutions are going to come under question. If you're pro this side, you're going to question the Congress, the presidency. If you're that side, you're going to question the Supreme Court, the Senate.
Ako disagree ako dyan. We should just take it as it is, as citizens. We can respectfully dissent the opinion, but I don't think that we should iyang ganyan na magkakagulo tayo kasi ganyan. Kasi yan yung parang pino-point out dito ni Haydarian I mean, with all due respect kay Haydarian, I do watch his content a lot, but this kasi is also an overreach kung ano yung pwede mangyari sa Pilipinas. Look mga lords, hindi ako DDS, pero alam ko na in this round, panalo ang mga kapatid nating DDS. Wala tayong magagawa doon. The Supreme Court has spoken already. Pero meron pa namang remedy the House can always, and it's under Martin Romualdez. So alam mong tutuloy yung at least sabi nga ni Romualdez, they would not bow down, 'di ba? So doon pa lang alam mo na may na papalag pa. Meron pang MR Pwede pa mag-MR although medyo wala nang effect 'yon kasi nga unbanking decision or unanimous towards ibasura ang impeachment. Para sa akin yung Feb 6, 2026 na lang yung next step na. And we can build upon those people na make platforms kagaya nyo can always build upon, we can build upon na a better a better impeachment complaint or a better way of presenting to the people why the impeachment complaint has irrational. Hindi yung ganito. Pero I mean, yan yung point ni Haydarian eh. Nasa sa inyo na lang kung gusto nyo. Now, eto naman si Kong Percy.
Lang po sa naging desisyon po ng Korte Suprema na pinin po ni Justice Leonen yung nag-bar po sa impeachment trial ni Vice President.
It was very disappointing.
Okay?
Sobrang disappointed tayo doon sa naging desisyon ng Korte Suprema kasi nabaliwala yung konstitusyon, nabaliwala yung mga previous decisions nila ng jurisprudence, at nabaliwala yung ating mechanisms for accountability. Itong desisyon na ito...
Siguro ang problema dito, wala siyang tinatawag na yung you have to like respectfully dissent kasi. Pwede naman kasing mag-ganon eh. Yung ginagawa ni Fiscal EJ. Pero ultimately, you cannot as like him kasi nasa position siya of being a lawmaker eh. Siguro dapat ang ginawa niya diyan mas euphemise niya yung way ng pagsasabi niya na hindi siya nag-agree. No, I disagree. Yan lang. And kasi nga when you say na nabaliwala yung constitution, you're as if implying na may ginawang hindi ka aya-aya ang one could, surmise from that. Pero ako, kasi ako supporter kasi ako ng liberal politics at the very least. Kaso sa tingin ko, parang hindi na-cover yung ganitong sentimento is just one half of the whole narrative na dapat ipupush natin even if DDS ka or otherwise. Kasi meron pa namang, pwede mo pa naman siyang i-refile ulit eh. Hindi naman sinabi na not meritorious yung case di ba? Or walang kwenta out of the merits, di ba? So, I guess yun yung pinaka-contention dito kay Kong Percy, but I don't think na ito yung pinaka-worst. It's just someone venting out frustration. I guess yung position niya as congressman is yun yung parang questionable doon. Tuloy natin.
Para pinapalusot yung mga nang-aabuso sa kapangyarihan at pinapahirapan yung taong bayan na makakuha ng accountability mula sa mga nang-abuso at nangnakas.
Yan, again, I disagree with that. Kasi nga pwede mo namang i-refile sa Feb 6, 2026 eh. It's just that they want more, kailangan lang nila ng more steps. That's all. I mean, ganun talaga. They've spoken as citizens kasi and someone with a platform. I cannot, hindi naman din ako abogado or isang politiko to dissent like this. Kumbaga ako, I'll support yung decision ng Supreme Court and then I will tell you kung ano yung susunod na step natin. Moving forward, kumbaga, di ba? Now, ito yung pinaka-paborito ko. The main event of the evening! Hindi, wag to. Na-cover na natin to pero sige, pakinggan ulit natin.
Itong Supreme Court is just siding with Sara. Ako nga, dinisbar ako for a much lesser offense. Samantalang si Sara, katakot-takot na pagmumura, katakot-takot na pagbabanta, ng pagpatay ang ginawa niya, hindi siya dinidisbar. So ang Supreme Court talaga, tuta ng Duterte.
Well, that's his opinion, pero of course, that is still subject to the Supreme Court's Supreme Court kung ito ba ay contemptible or not, 'di ba? Pero ako, in my opinion, let's move forward to 2026. That I think is the next step for us na gusto yung impeachment, and then let's see if we can as a group or a collective na gusto yung impeachment, let's try to fight for our position in the proper way. Kasi yan na yung rule ng Supreme Court. Ano bang magagawa natin? We are not above the Supreme Court. No one is. Pagdating sa interpretation of the law of the country, di ba? So that's just how it is. Yung mga ganito, I discourage you for doing that. Let's have an honest to goodness conversation of the matter para ang boxing ay maganda. Yan lang naman po yun sa akin for today, mga